Hello? 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 Check, check. Check, check. All right. Seems like the music got muted there. Check, check. That sounds pretty good. Let me know if the levels need any work. Because they're a little loud in my ear, but I think that's just the nature of the beast. Oh. There we go. All right. So we're starting new game. New game. I was a teenage exocolonist. I'm sorry to say I was not a teenage exocolonist. I was a teenage vagabond? Not a vagabond. What's the term? Loser. I was a teenage loser. But, you know, maybe I'll have more luck here. It seems like a fun place. I'm sure it'll be better. I'm sure I'll have a better life here. Sure, nothing bad will happen here in space. So how you guys doing? I don't know much about this game. I've heard nothing but good things. It won a couple of awards for like ludonarrative excellence, which is a big plus in my book. It has the whole, what's the term I'm looking for? Like no fail state, or maybe like very loose fail states or something. I'm not sure the exact technical term. But like decisions matter in a way that forms an ongoing narrative instead of just affecting like just the ending. Lots of different things can happen depending on your choices and depending upon like skills and cards and stuff. There seems to be like a deck builder element. We'll find out. Let's check the content warnings. There's going to be some stuff here. It does not contain excessive violence or explicit sex. However, it does deal with mature topics, which may make people uncomfortable. There are many ways to live your life on Vertumna, and just like in real life, some choices can lead you to dark places. Broadly, content warnings for the game include character deaths, children in peril or in dying. I hope I don't get that one. Animal cruelty, bodily harm, and grossness. Ooh. Now you're speaking my language. Implied sexual content. I like it implied and amplied. Any way. Drugs and alcohol. Never been a fan of either one. personally. Just never did anything for me. Violence in text. I'm good with violence in text. I'm good in violence in movies. It's all fine with me. Mental health and trauma. I trust this game to do this well. Domestic abuse. I also trust this game to handle these topics with tact and grace. I think we're in for an interesting time. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, my option seems to be wake up. I will answer the call. The hero's journey starts here. This game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings. We did that. We are proactive. Oh. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Okay. This isn't good. This is not a good start. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Who I am? Your stomach lurches, the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Who's that? Someone coming to help me. Oh, she seems cool. Or they seem cool. Your body aches, and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend. Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears. Well, now's not the time for questions. Now's the time for action. We are doers here. We do. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Yeah, that sounds like me getting up every day. My alarm gets up. I try to stand up. I risk death. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. It is gorgeous. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure if good or bad. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog-like from Earth? It's cute. The eye. Oh. Okay, it's less cute now. The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. What an excellent first run. I was a teenage exocolonist until I was devoured by a space beast. Now I am a teenage exocolonist because I've been pooped out. That's a good joke. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Game over. That was a very quick state. Maybe if I would have asked for help, that wouldn't have happened. All right, so we were born on the ship halfway through its 20-year voyage. So by the time we get to the place, we'll be 10. To a wormhole at the edge of the system. Oh, they look fun. That actually kind of looks like me. This guy actually kind of looks like me. Hell yeah. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens. Hell yeah. Which makes fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Good. This is great. These are roles we needed. Like the other colonists, they bravely choose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertuma 4 in the hope they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way. Oh, yeah. My parents fuck. Merging their genes like they merge their cultures and traditions. They name you Solanace, Solana, Solane. What other options we have? Oh, okay. How do we combine dad and like soul? What's a good way to do that? What's a good way to combine father and soul? I'm trying to think of all the weird daddy names I know. I'm blanking here. Soul as in like SOL from like the sun. Let's see. Dad nicknames. Dad names starting with S. I don't want real names. I don't want real names. I want funny names. I'm disappointed in you, Google. I'm real disappointed. Let's see. We'll just do Dole. Daddle. Daddle. That sounds awful. Soldy. Papo. Oh, Papo. I like that. All right, Navik, you've won. Papo is good. Papa Soul. Papa Soul. Oh. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns. In late teens appearance, these can be changed at any time. Cool. What are our options here? They, them. They, them. She, her. Well, okay, we'll go he, him. Androgynous. Feminine appearance. Late teens. Do we get a chance to preview? I'm gonna go with androgynous. I like a little bit of feminine energy. Okay. Oh, I'm so cute. Fats. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. Okay, so we get some points here. Interesting. Okay. Rebellion. We can rebel. Oh my gosh. Stress. Kudos. Memories, friends, systems. Oh man. Okay. I think we're going to try to go into like real life. I think we're going to try to make ourselves empathetic with a focus in biology and animals, because that's as close to me as we can get, I think. I don't consider myself very creative or persuasive. But I feel like I can feel people. Every child on the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first signs of nothing. Eagle eyes, extra fingers, an absorbent brain, super strength, are a calm temperament. Ooh, interesting. I'm thinking either brain or calm. I'm going to go calm. All right. Ooh, okay. So we can always just get a free stress down. Ooh, extra fingers. That's true. Oh, man. I think we might have to do extra playthroughs of this game and just build ourselves a real weirdo. Nothing can faze you. You are rarely frustrated, and you don't let anxiety get the better of you. You brush insults aside, always play nice, and never have to be told that sharing is caring. So we got a little more empathy, and we have a card that's in our deck called Calm Temperament 1. Oh, look at these kids. Oh, look at the kids. You're especially nice to your friend. Oh. Energetic and loyal anemone, tough and gentle cow, bold and confident Mars, quiet and adventurous Dis, studious and mature Tangent, shy and sweet Tammy. The Gremlin build. That's it. Yeah. Playthrough 2 is the Gremlin run, where we are just going to sow chaos. I think I'm going to be friends with someone who's shy and sweet. I think we're going to get along. Maybe that or studious and mature. I don't know who these people are. So I can't really go off of vibes as hard, except for these 2 word vibes. It's either studious and mature or shy and sweet. Let's do, I'm leaning toward Shy and sweet might be too close to me. So let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit out of here. Oh, she's cool. Oh, okay. It does let us see who they are. Okay, so we can go a little bit less off vibes. This gets us reasoning and engineering and friendship with the character. And a card, +1 if this has the highest value. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Tangent sits right up front by the hollow projector and always has her hand in the air. She and her twin brother Dis drifted apart when she started genome treatment to make her body conform to her gender. Oh, cool. Whoa. Today, Tanj is the girl you always knew she was, but her relationship with Dis is where... Ooh. Okay. Oh, that makes me not like Dis as much. Let's see who Tammy is. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Empathy and creativity. Interesting. Tammy is the kindest person you know. She idolizes Antecedent and is always following her around, helping her with the babies or learning how to cook. She has the best snacks at class recess and always shares, especially with you and Cal. She and Cal are just as close, so it's kind of like having two best friends. Tammy's care gives a +1 to the card next to it. Interesting. I kind of want to see what everything else is. Who's this? Okay, this is Dis. Unlike his studious twin sister, Dis sits at the back of the classroom and doodles on his hollow palm. You bond while cracking jokes about the weird diagrams in your textbooks. His quiet nature and his morbid curiosity make him somewhat of a loner, but at least he has a friend in you. That gives us perception and bravery. And you get +2 of whatever you're doing if this card is the first or last in a pain. Okay, we don't really know what that is, so let's just keep learning about our fun friends. She's fun. Persuasion and organizing. This is Mars. Mars is a natural leader. Whenever you are all playing together, Mars is the one who comes up with all the ideas. She can be a little bossy, but that's part of her charm. Yeah, that's right. We got pride here. We got frickin' pride. She always organizes fun stuff for the kids after class. You're both founding members of the Secret Fun Times Club. Okay. Kudos at the end of the round if this card was played, even if you lose. I don't know what kudos is right now, so I don't know what that's worth. Tough and gentle. Cal is a sweetheart, always ready to lend a hand or play a game. He and Tammy are just as inseparable, so it's almost like you have two best friends instead of just one. Cal teaches you how to take care of all the classroom plants. Your parents are very proud of you. Oh, he gives us the animals and plants. We might have to be friends with this dude. Cal's strength. The boy just strong? Boy just strong. He country strong. Energetic, loyal, anemone. So I think this is the person that rescued us in the opening cutscene. They have a similar look about them. Anemone is the most euthanasic, enthusiastic person you know. Your favorite memory is the time she taught you how to play zero-G sports ball after class. She never means to get you into trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. All right, I'm thinking either... Ooh, man, 3 of these characters I really, really like. I really like Anemone. Or no, I really like Cal. I really like Tangent, and I really like Tammy. And if I'm friends with Tammy, I get Cal. And if I get friends with Cal, I get Tammy, which is pretty freaking sweet. Tangent is also really cool. And it's good to have some representation, because that matters. Representation matters. What do I get? Engineering and reasoning. I'm not sure. I think I'm probably, you know what? I'm probably thinking too much. I'm going to say that's one of my problems is I think too much. I really, she's so cute. Oh, just the little Elfie, I just want to give her a hug and like read her a book. Reminds me of my daughter. Just like, oh yeah, it's just a cute little kid, happy, and wanting to help people out. We in space. We're in a space colony. We're trying to pick our best friend. We're trying to pick our best friend, and I don't know who's it gonna be. All the kids are very cute. I want to read them a story. You know what? I think we gotta go best friend. Not only is he going to give us animals in biology, which I love, I think his personality is going to help us out, because like we're not going to be very, very outspoken. I feel like this guy is going to help us out, and then we still get to be friends with Tammy. So let's go, Cal. You're 10 years old. When the ship finally reaches the wormhole, Professor Howell says it's like a doorway to the other star systems with the planet Vertuma 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. How you doing, Muff? I hope you're doing all right. So we get a little bit of stress, but we get a little bit less because of our calm temperament perk. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. Our stress is going up. It's going to be fine, Popol. Your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. This guy's just me. I love that. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as a siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out of a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you... I am not tough. I am not organized, so the only thing I can do is get in touch with my emotions. You bawl like a baby. It feels good. Hell yeah, it's a decompress. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. Mars is trying quietly to console her. Oh, that's nice. I was kind of worried that she might be a little too tough. But she seems to have good leadership qualities, and which I really appreciate. She sighs as you're crying, makes Tammy wail even more loudly. Your dad puts his arms around you as you let it out. So we got stress cry. Hell yeah, what an incredible ability. It does nothing. But we got a little bit more friendship, and some of our stress went away. We are here, and we are teenagers. Hell yeah, back again to the teenage years. We're stressed the fuck out. We don't know how to handle our emotions, so we cry. How the hell are you, Griff? It's good to see you. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too, your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before. You know, somehow, that everything is going to be okay. Is this a time loop game? Based on the opening, we know, we saw a character grown up. I wonder if there's going to be timey-wimey shenanigans. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, tomorrow, all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them, different tomorrows. Ooh, hello, you're cool looking. You find yourself at a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says, I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the med bay. The med bed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. Healed completely. Because completed healing. I can't talk. How am I going to play a visual novel game? I can't frickin' speak. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight, trees, ground. I'm going to be excited about trees. I like trees. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, grass, walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Rush outside to start your new life. Cautiously step outside to your new life. I think I'm going to be excited, you know? Okay, so I can still, like, mess with this stuff, I guess, if I wanted to. I think I'm going to play a kid. I think I'm going to play a kid that's been practiced and is, like, is ready to start. Look at me! Oh, yeah! Oh. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind you. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk, click on the ground. Click on characters to talk to them. Well, we're talking to friggin' Tammy. Tammy's cool. We're friends. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed, Tammy stammers, blushing. It's scary outside. Big mood. Tammy, stop being cute. All these cute kids. Oh, there's Dad. Dad! Dad, look what I can do. Dad, look what I can do. Dad, are you looking? Dad? Papo, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. Oh, man. How do I get myself to look like this, chap? He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Hell yeah. Aw, you love your dad. That's right. We love dads here. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It's beautiful. How did you do this so fast? What's outside the walls? I think I'm just going to be, like, in awe. Like, how did this happen? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine, he says, and these geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of this is only a quick, temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony will be as big as a whole city. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Do you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. I love this, Dad. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what is in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Open the package. Tell him you know what's in it. Let's go maybe we go a little meta? Yeah, you describe the medallion and your dad tisks as he hands you the package. Aw, who ruined the surprise? Was it Seek? I'll bet it was Seek. They hate fun. He grins and adds, don't tell them I said that. So we got a sun medallion. +1 to all challenges. We still don't know what that means, but we're going to take it in stride. You start to explain that nobody told you, but someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Papo, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an incident when we landed, and he stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, your mother and I. Professor Howell's expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing and the rear end of the bisected ship. Probably going to let you know I'm like, thanks, Kara. Have a wonderful freaking day. And I hope you enjoy some nice visual novel chillness. Points to the large doors you came out of, or you can relax in your quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Popple. I love you. We unlocked studying humanities and engineering. I love you too, Dad. Dads like to hear that. I can speak from experience. Dads like it when you tell them nice things. To enter buildings, click on the door or the flag beside it, or get close and press enter or another action button. Then choose an activity for the month to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus on a few things. All right, well, let's talk to some people. Let's try to get a handle on what people are feeling. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of. But then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through the wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. Stop making things up. Our parents will keep us safe. I'm gonna role play the kid. I'm gonna say our parents are gonna keep us safe. Maybe, Dis mumbles. He doesn't look convinced. He looks down at his feet. If you believe everything they say, I guess you should go to school now, like a good boy. Oh, what a frickin' loser. You think you're so cool because you don't go to school and you don't know what anarchy is. You're a child. And you're making fun of me for, like, loving my parents. You're a douche. You're a bad kid. And you make fun of your sister for transitioning. You don't support your family. I don't like you, Dis. I dislike you. And that is to say, I don't like you. You shake the vision from your head. It was just a dream. Dis must have made you imagine it with his creepy talk. Why does he always have to be like this? Next game, you know, when we do the Gremlin run, maybe that'll be the time to be friends with him. This fucking guy. Absolutely, never. Hiya, Popple. Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball. She's rolling one of them sports balls around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow.
Fucking guy.
Fucking. Good job, Navik. Hell yeah. If you weren't going to do it, I was going to do it. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Have you seen any monsters? Why aren't you in school? What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in Med Bay. She smiles her broad, gap-toothed smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would say if there were monsters, right? She shrugs, then smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Chief Rhett would beat them all up, so we don't worry. My mom says we're safer here than we were in space. That might be true. A lot of things can go wrong in space. You both look over at the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. Anemone's mom, antecedent, oh, we've heard of them, is probably right about that. Look what the wormhole did to your ship. Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School. I wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried. It's okay, she says. Professor House, chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race you. No fair, she's getting a head start. All right, let's take a look. What is this? The garrison. A small team led by Chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the Stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here in Vertumna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. Yeah, that's the best thing. Sports ball is, you know, to this guy, rarely the best thing. What's this? Is this one of the geoponic domes? Okay. The The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from earth that might belong in a desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in an airlock before you can enter. The seasonal garden outside is dotted with blue nobodies, little flowers with what look like wriggling creatures stuck inside each one. A sign explains it's a decoy meant to attract some kind of flying predator to come pollinate the flower. Interesting. They sure know a lot about this place. What's this? Command. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of one hallway opens into the supply depot, which works as both requisitions office and general store. Beyond it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now being gradually unpacked and distributed. What's the notice board have to say? Colony food shortfall, negative 100. Oh, no. All right, so we're not doing well on food. Colony security rating, we don't know. Yeah, it's very bright and beautiful, and it's alien looking in that really pretty way where everything is just vibrant and poppy. I really like it. Everything, I don't have any complaints about the game yet. The music is like real freaking chill. The writing has been really, really interesting and poetic, and like the dialogue's been really good. Dialogue is like impossible, it seems like. But the dialogue in this has been really solid so far, which you would expect from a game that like won awards for like good narratives. We have so many bright, dark, and grungy games. I love seeing bright ones. Yes, like I understand that there are times and places for like post-apocalyptic, dark, gritty stuff. Like I like that. Gray is my favorite color, but I also really like it when colors pop from that, like having the darkness and then having a color pop out of it. Oh, so nice looking. I've been here for like 3 minutes. I love it already. I think sometimes you kind of like have an inkling of a feeling that a game's going to be really special, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes a game comes out of nowhere and it blows you away, and it's really, really fun because like it's special. You had no idea this game was going to do this. Sometimes you kind of go into a game and like it speaks to you on like a cellular level, and like there's something about it. It's speaking to you. And you kind of know it's going to be special and good. I kind of have an idea that this is going to be like that. Pyre was the other game that did that for me, where I kind of just knew it was going to be a game that was going to be important to me. And maybe we're going back to that right now. I love it all red. We're going to be doing a lot of red. That's true. All right, so we're low on food. We're not sure how secure we are. But we've got an upcoming event. We will be hosting our first annual Vertumnalia Festival during the second month of Dust. So says Administrator Seek. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Council and administration, we've got Governor Edicott in command. Chief Administrator Seek in command, Security Chief Rhett in the garrison, Chief Engineer Instance in engineerings, Chief Cultivator Flulu in geoponics. I wonder if that's maybe our mom or our dad. I don't remember their names. Chief Steward Antecedent in the quarters, and Chief Surveyor. Oh, their name's Melatonin. I was like, someone's surveying melatonin? I don't know how that's going to... Hopefully that's okay. Expeditions. I'm so excited for you to play Portal, whether you stream or not. I probably will. I think we will. You know what? I probably need somebody to like monitor my melatonin. That's the sleepy thing. I probably need someone to make sure I'm keeping up with my mel. Yeah, I think after this we might do, depending on how long this is, we might do 1 or 2 playthroughs if it's like freaking amazing. Then we might do like a shorter game break. And then Portal could be that. I don't know how long Portal is. And then I think I finally found the quote thing in Streamlabs. I still don't know exactly what to do with it yet, but I did find it. I think after this game and then a palette cleanse game, we might go back into Shining Force. I might reach out to Teodrin and see if he can help me, either with Shining Force CD or starting Shining Force 3. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I tried getting it to work by myself, but I'm a big dum-dum. Play CD first? Okay. If you guys can help me figure it out, I will play Shining Force CD first. It's easier? Okay. You had me at easy. Engineering. Who's this person? Oh, they look at their little cat ear buns. That's adorable. We can make it work for sure. Thank you, Griff. Thank you. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI. Oh my gosh, why is this AI so cute? Why is she cute though? Beams down from a nearby hollow screen. Don't forget to study hard, Popo. Pick an activity. We're freaking studying life sciences, I think. What's humanities get us? Creativity, persuasion, tangent, friendship with tangent and stress. I'm just going to look at what the other building was. The living quarters. Oh, we can just freaking chill. You have a sci-fi game you need to make one day. I don't know how far along it is in your brain, but I think you should take inspiration from this already. But one of them has a cute AI. Hell yeah. If there's a character, I'm of the unwavering persuasion that all characters need to be cute. And by that, I kind of just mean designed well. The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small. You share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. This looks so cute. I kind of like this. I'm a pretty private person. I like my own space, but like the idea of like a shared, wide open, comfortable community space is like so freaking cool. I love that vibe. There's a lounge and cafeteria and a creche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Oh my gosh, this is such a utopia. I know it's probably not a utopia, but it feels like it. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But like, I find it'd be really cool to just, it's kind of like having a shared apartment, but like better. Where everyone has their own personal space, and then there's just an extremely vast, varied, comfortable place where like people can just hang out. Like if you want your private space, you go to your private room, and typically, you know, people wouldn't bother you unless they really need you for something. But if you're like just chilling and you don't mind if people come up and talk to you, you just hang out in like one of the different sectors, like the mini zones of a communal area. And then if somebody needs you, you're right there. Or if like you're reading and someone else just likes to read and you like to read next to each other, you know, they just take a seat. Or you're playing a game. Like you just go into those mini areas to like kind of designate what you're wanting to do. And then people see that and it's kind of like an open invitation to like chill and bond. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're going to study life sciences. We're going to be biology. We're going to be a biology boy. We're going to be an animal boy. We're going to be an empathy boy. Our heart is going to bleed for other living things. Look at this friendly fellow. This is Hal. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists and up-and-coming chemists. Professor Hal welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call the wet sciences. That's what my wife and I study. That's how you make a kid. He gestures into the hollow projected lesson plan: biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. I like a lot of those things. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. No, thank you. I like the wet sciences. I want to be frickin' moist. I want to be... You know what? I want to be sopping. I want to be freaking soaked in science. We're going to be an empathy boy. I'm going to feel everything. I'm going to be a wet, empathetic boy. For today's lesson, Professor Hal tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day and have a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Over 1 meter a day, jeez. A diameter of 30 centimeters. That's pretty big. I like the wet science. I want to be soaked in I still need to figure out what to do with these quotes, but at least I know where they'll be. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. Oh, I did a virtual lab like this in class for students, where it's all virtual because you can't grow plants immediately in class. But we had variables that we could change between temperature, amount of water given, like acid, pH levels, and like wavelengths of light. And by changing all those those variables, you see which things like grow the fastest and the tallest and produce the most fruits or whatever. It was really cool. It's great for predictions, which is really important in science. Like getting the hypothesis is huge. Like just learning a little bit about something and then making guesses. And then I think hypotheses are cool because it's critical thinking, it's prediction. And if you start it early, it's also like a really good way to teach kids about like adjusting and accepting, not necessarily failure, because I don't want to like labeling it failure is one thing. But like accepting that bad things happen and then learning how to overcome and switch things around to get better results. It's really cool. You definitely. Oh, do you just say quote and it gives out a quote that I say? Is that what it does? I gotta try that now. Okay, so if I do quote, what does it say? I'm curious. I'm just now learning this. I think I need someone to help me to keep up with my Mel. Okay, so now I know what that does. Fascinating. Teaches a simple for the scientific method. Absolutely. Quote 2. Is it just random? Or is it on like a rotation? I'll have to do some research into this. This is really cool. I thought you could trigger specific quotes, but I guess not. Maybe there's a way and we just don't know. You teamed up with Tange and Cal. I like both of these guys. They're fun. And are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tange looks up Surveyor's notes on the HoloNet. Nice, studious. Love to see it. I have a few of them that have been cooking for a hot minute. One is like Project 003. Whoa. Cool. I wonder how, like, if you've been working on it for so long, I wonder, I'm just generally curious. I have a general air of curiosity about me. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. What if we use water instead of soil? Cal suggests, like they do with hydroponics. Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Pubble, do you have any suggestions? Let's see. If it's in a swamp, let's see. I feel like it's not going to be... It might not be very light. If it's a mush tree? Where'd it go? Mush tree. If it's like a mushroom, like mushrooms can thrive outside of the outside of highlight conditions. pH. I wonder if swamp pHs are typically low. Sing to it daily. Oh, I kind of like that. Run electric current through it. All of the above. I'm leaning towards either pH or singing. One is about a single sentinel mech that receives a boot process and wakes up in a vast wasteland, the remains of Earth after a massive machine war that wiped out all biological life. That started in 2010. Ooh, cool. That's a fun, premise. I like that. Hey, it's my baby. Hey, baby. We're playing a really cool game. We're in a biology class because, obviously, we're in a biology class. So we're trying to grow a mush tree for our lab assignment. It lives in the swamps. So we're trying to figure out what we should do, what variables we should change to win, I suppose. And here I thought you were calling me your baby. Yes, I felt you enter the chat, Coco. You are not my baby. But if you would like a pet name, please tell me what you'd like to be called, and I will gladly give you a pet name. Yay, everybody's here. I think we're going to sing to it. I think this mushroom's going to like a little bit of singing. You're going to be content with Coco. All right, let me know if you change your mind. It's up to you. Let's sing to it. Tang protests. I guess it's Tange because her full name's Tangent. Tange protests, saying talking and singing to plants is foolish and unscientific. But Professor Howe reminds you that we don't know everything about Vertumnan plants yet, and nobody has proved it doesn't work on mush trees. He gives you his blessings. Yes, this is a good teacher. I love him. Every day you rush in the classroom to check on its progress. You and Cal sing quietly to it. What am I singing to it? Oh, man. Tong flatly refuses to join in. Well, your patient never showed, so I guess to go home now. Go home early? Hell, are you, rush home so you don't miss any amazing stream. Another is a co-op beat-em-up sci-fi about a company of fixers, detectives, couriers, and a super-futuristic galactic trade setting. You play as a new hire engineer that's new to the planet in the business, base building, unique character build. Ooh. That does kind of give me this vibe of, create a very specific character and try to get through a semi preset story, taking unique routes specific to your character build. Very cool. By midweek, it has sprouted, and if you look very closely, you think you can actually see it growing while you watch. By the end of the week, yours is one of the biggest mush trees in the class. Yes. But one other group also tried Cal's water idea, and theirs is the same height as yours. How'd they do that without singing? The other is a non-graphic, mature cyberpunk city exploration game where you solve crimes and uncover the past of a giant sprawling city and its people. Ooh, fun. Those are the main ones. I really like the lone robot and the character build thing sounds really cool. Studying life sciences. Okay, so here comes the thing. Here comes the cards. When you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. So we need to get to 10. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges can't be won, but you still get a reward for doing your best. Okay. Bonus for flushes, same colors together. Bonuses for pairs, same numbers together. Okay. So if we put colors together, we get bonuses. If we put same numerical values together, we get bonuses. Bonuses for straights, increasing from left to right. The more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score. Okay. Let's try it. So we need to get 7 points. So Cal is he's just gets us there. Oh, okay. So the sun medallion our father gave us gives us +1 to anything we do. So this is actually pretty freaking chill. So we can do this. We're already got a bonus here, and we should get a numerical bonus as well. Look at this. Oh, this is fun. Okay, this is really simple, but I can see it being really interesting. So I just want to understand like how exactly this works. So because we got 2 cards next to each other of the same numerical value, we get 1 extra point. Because these 2 yellows are next to each other, we get a point. These 2 ones are next to each other, we get a point. These 2 reds are next to each other, we get a point. So we get 4 bonus points. So 4, 4, 5, 6, 10. +1 is 11. Okay, got it. Oh, cool. It actually tells you. 6 from cards, 4 from bonuses, 1 from a global bonus. All right. You worked well this month. +1 in biology. Hell yeah. Your skills increase when you work or go to school. With extra skills, if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your card. Oh. I wonder if we got that. It says kudos +1. So that was we did the best we could have. Like, that was the highest card total we could have gotten. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax. Okay. So we got +3 to biology, +1 from winning the challenge. We got 1 in reasoning. We got a friendship with tangent. We got a little bit of stress, but a little bit negative because of our calm temperament. And we got a kudos from getting the best score. I wish I could take off a month to relieve stress. God, I wish that were me. You know what? Maybe if we lived in a space galaxy community, we could get there. This is a really cool game. I'm really liking this. It's very interesting. This is too much like real life. It could be. It could be too much like real life. But you know what? I think I found my next cosplay. Check this out. This guy right here. This is just me. Thank you, Ellie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope all you guys are doing well. I think I could easily cosplay this guy. Check it out. I could do my hair swoop. This is just me with a little swoop, and if I dye my beard and hair like a blue. This is just you to fusion dance with Ninja. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to do that, because then I got a lot of weird, like, 12-year-olds that are really into me, and I'd have to play Fortnite, which I don't really care for. This guy is married to a cool woman, which I think is pretty sweet. It is me, and he's a good dad, too. We've seen it. It's been explicitly stated via text. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. Yeah, that's pretty realistic. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Well, I'll do my best. Your dad smiles, and Professor Howell will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot. Okay, gotcha. So now we're learning what all the bits are. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, man, the chat's going crazy. It's so colorful. It's like the game. I love it. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future. And if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Oh, good parents. Your dad puts his hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They might have ideas of how you can spend your time. Oh, yeah, we can shovel dirt. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. So we just got a new way to spend time is while working with our mom. Cool. Early quiets. Is that like a month? Oh, okay. So quiets are so quiet is the name of a month. So there's 4 main months that are subdivided into 3 and then 1 giant month, it seems. It's nice that you have parents. It'd be a shame if something happened to them. I'm trying not to think about that because it's coming. It's coming hard and fast. Faster than that warp drive that got us here. All right, let's take a look around town and see if we got any of our friends. Oh, let's go talk to our dad. Let's go talk to Dad. He'd appreciate it. Hello, my little potato, your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Playing in the fresh air, mostly. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Fortuna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons. Oh, yeah, I guess if you're stuck in a ship, you kind of miss the little things. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot. Then you'll see. Ooh, so we're working in a two-sun system. Neat. Duck season, rabbit season. This guy's a little jerk. I don't like him. He's a freaking transphobe. You find your mom hard at work, setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from earth, spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Popo, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points towards the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hal is still expecting you in class, but well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. She claps her hand on her shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? Ooh. Duck season, fire! Stuck on a ship, stuck in Florida, you miss seasons. That's true. I also don't know what seasons are here. All right. We've got a chance to ask Mom, like, what's happening. So let's ask her what she's doing. She looks down and nudges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of Earth's plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. Well, I've been learning the wet sciences, so we'll be okay. She takes a long look at you up and down. You're growing fast, Popple, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You'll need them now that we're out in the real world, doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. Hell yeah. Strong moms, we stand a strong mom. I like a woman that could pick me up. I don't have anything against that. As someone who only got to experience seasons for the first time fairly recently, they're really nice. You have a chance to ask Mom. Take it while you can. Yeah, she's about to get into a disaster. I like her tattoos. Those are freaking awesome. What's happening in engineering? Hal's teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities. If you pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work there in a few years. Ooh, cool. Your father thinks you're old enough that school is optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you. She says, gesturing to the fields, we do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me here in geoponics, I'd suggest studying life science. If you don't have a good grasp of biology and ecology, I'm going to stick you on shovel duty. Oh, if we keep studying biology, we can help Mom. I want to help my mom. What can I do in the quarters? If you need a break, she advises you can visit the lounge and see your friends. But she warns, raising a finger. I don't want to see you lounging around all the time. You need to work hard too. Oh man, is our third playthrough just going to be us chilling in the lounge for the entire year and nothing happens? What's in the garrison? Security Chief Rhett is organizing a sports ball team. You used to play, didn't you, back on the ship? It'll be different here with the planet's gravity. Of all the adults in the colony, Rhett and your mom are the most like soldiers you'd seen on a holovid. For a moment, you think your mom's going to suggest something else, and she shakes her head. You're too young for defense training, so don't worry about that yet. Just enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble. So this game is college? I guess so. We are gonna train for our careers. I think Seek said they need someone to deliver supplies from the depot. They're also setting up a shop there if you got some kudos to spend. And of course, that's where Governor Edicott, works. But you shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman and she doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. You try not to giggle. Your mom isn't known for her patience. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside. Okay, bye, Mom. I want to help my mom. Something I don't say in real life. That's true. If helping my mom just meant, like, I don't know, doing something we both enjoy together, yeah, I'd be slightly more interested. Shovel dirt. What's that do? Gives us a lot of kudos. We get toughness. We get some friendship with Cal, but we get a lot of stress. What's our stress add? 63. That's a little high. If we can figure out a way to pop up biodomes quickly and easily, we're just going to be yeeting the human race to all sorts of places. Well, actually, no. We need to get there first. That's what I was going to say. It's like, yeah, I think we need to work on making sure, like, solving the Earth-based, hunger issues. Oh, it's her. We haven't talked to her yet. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Popo. Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather, she continues. Since you like running around, could you fetch them for me? Okay. Good, Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. You know what? We need people making friggin' tasty treats. Friendship with a cow. I'm absolutely here for solving Earth's problems first. I just know that humans are much more likely to just go somewhere else. Yeah, if we can ignore a problem and just leave our problem here, we're going to do it, unfortunately. We need stable solid fuels or fusion engines first, though, I think. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see that in our lifetime. We might, but because we're all young. We're all fun, hip people. We might see something like that. We might see some good prototypes, maybe. I don't know. I'm not in the field. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Popo, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in a pink and yellow scarf. 1 order of mango soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back. Okay, she used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Oh, man. So cute. If I could have one cosmetic, purely aesthetic thing that really it does nothing for my biology, gives me no tangible benefit or advantage in life, it's just something that looks cool, I'm probably picking really good elf ears. The speed of advancement is getting nuts, so we might see it. I'd love to see interstellar trade in my life, but I don't care if we'll ever be really set up for that. It'd be cool to be able to just go out and visit another place and gather stuff to sell at other markets. That would be cool. I do like the idea of getting so good at travel and trade and storage and like biodome growth, that like we can have good quality products like locally. Like we can grow things wherever we want because of biodomes, and then like the travel is so easy, and hopefully like the cost of like fuel efficiency is really good, so that we can like grow things nearby and get it to people who need it like really, really quickly. Because like the thing about advancement, to me, is that like we need everybody to advance, and like if only the rich and those in high status are reaping the benefits, it's actually going to be a lot slower, and it's going to be a really bad way to do things. There are a bunch of really smart, talented, capable people who are stuck in poverty and like can't get to the point where they could reach their full potential because of socioeconomic conditions holding them back. That has nothing to do with them. It's just like, sorry, your spawn point really sucks for you. So like by building community safety nets and social safety nets, by helping everybody, we raise that minimum up. And if everybody is working well and nobody is worried about meals and safety and shelter, they can put all of that extra energy and knowledge and experience and passion into stuff that makes society better, and everybody benefits. There's so much that religion and politics hold back. It makes me so mad as a world builder. It should make you really happy as a world builder, because now you get to see exactly why it's shit, and how like by dissecting it through that lens, through that worldview, like you can make a really bad thing that needs to be fixed in your stories, and like you have so much real world things to pull from. Elf ears would be a huge visual boon to anyone, really. They're just cool. They're just really cool. I just like them. Like if somebody's wearing elf ears, they instantly get like a little more attractive and interesting to me. When you shake your head hard, would your ears wobble? I hope so. I kind of like that. I don't know how typically firm an elf ear is. I've never had a chance to touch one. And I think if like you just go up to an elf and be like, "Can I touch your ear ridge?" I think that's really probably insensitive. I don't think they like that. So you probably have to become like really close friends with one, and like maybe it's like a really personal like thing. You know, it's specific for like family or lovers or something. I don't know. I think if we could store things at a molecular base and then reconfigure them, that would be cool. Just going out there to collect palladium and other elements somewhere, that would be neat. Good sci-fi brain. You got the good sci-fi brain. As a social worker, I could go on and on about that. Please do. Go off, Queen. It's literally cheaper to house unhoused people. But yeah, oh yeah. And like the people who complain about like houselessness and homelessness, and that like it makes the cities dirty and it makes you feel unsafe. And it's like, okay, well then let's offer those people freaking houses so they have a place to sleep and eat and rest. And then you know what they do? They go out and they get a job, because they're not worried about where they're freaking going to sleep tonight. They know where they're going to sleep. They go out and they get a job. They are now like benefiting the community. They're benefiting locally. Not only are they providing goods and services, but they're gaining income to boost the economy and help someone else's goods and services. It's like, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. Obviously, I'm not an economist or like well versed in that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It like when you help people, they do better. I remember like the one real world example I have is when we first got COVID checks. Unfortunately, I was still working for part of that, and I had to keep my I had to keep door in daycare, And then everybody got those checks, just to help ease the burden. And that was the biggest like week of like new but temporary members of that daycare group, because now people had the money. They had the money. They spent the money. But because those checks ran out and childcare was so expensive, those people got, a week, maybe 2 weeks of that service, and then they were done. If it was, not as mind-numbingly huge as like a cost, and people just get money, they spend that money. People aren't like the rich where they just like hoard cash to buy like superfluous nonsense. Like that money immediately went into local small businesses. Immediately. They deserve to be punished for being poor. You got it. That's exactly what the people think, baby. Ugh. When all you can think about is survival, you can't grow and thrive. Yep. It's like there's a hierarchy of needs or something. Somebody should do something about that. They should just go and get a job. They literally can't. There's so many things where I'm just like, I don't care. Just do it. UBI and healthcare and housing and education, just do it. Everyone should have it. Agreed, 100%. And like, that's what I want that stuff so badly for people. Like, I know I'm not going to benefit from a lot of it. And like, my family is like, we're pretty well off. We're not like exceptionally rich, obviously, but we do well enough. We're able to afford a luxury every now and again. So like, our kids will probably be okay. But I don't care. I want other people to have it. Zero questions asked, 100%. Like, when the next door neighbor people are doing better, I'm doing better. When their kids are happy and safe and fed in schools, they're going to do better. And like, it's not going to benefit me like in a tangible, real way that second. But when those kids grow up and have a good education and start like building things and designing things, I'm going to feel that in a more tangible way, in a more realistic, visual way. And I don't mind paying freaking taxes if that happens. I'd want other people to pay their taxes. But I don't mind paying my money so a kid can get food for the day. Cut our military budget. Oh, yeah. Give everyone $1,500 a month. Yep. Yeah. I guarantee, like, are there going to be people that abuse it? Sure. Of course. Yeah. There's definitely going to be people abuse it. But I don't think every single, like, the 99 people that legitimately need it and like would do good things with it, I don't think they should be punished for not having it because one person is going to like quote unquote abuse it. And what abuse it even means is fucking who knows. It's gone on too long. Quite possibly. We've been looking at Tammy's cute little face here for a while. I think that's the biggest dichotomy of ideals, only caring about yourself versus caring as other. Yeah. During COVID, there were a few major cities who gave unhoused people a place to stay and only had positive benefits. But then as soon as COVID was over. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what taxes are supposed to be for. These people that abuse any... Net growth for BMI. Oh, yeah. I want it to happen. All right, yeah. Let's go back to playing. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Remember when we were just talking about elf ears? Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. All right, let's go. Whee! Mars puts out her hand expectantly. Give it here. I ate them. Interesting. Okay, so if you've got persuasion, you can like fuck with her. You can say, I want half of them or pay me. Or you can lie and say, I ate them. Now, we're going to be nice. Mars seems like a pretty good person. Here it is. Oh, we got some loyalty. You hand over the box of soy seeds with a smile. Mars takes and giggles. You're such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she says. Oh, and Minister Seek's looking for someone to do delivery jobs for the depot. She says, I don't want to do it because, like, ew, running around there? No. She, just go through there, she says, gesturing to the door behind her, and tell them I referred you. Cool. This is what you get with sci-fi games. Yeah, it's about the It's not the journey. It's like any good world building should get you talking about the real world, because it's obviously, like, to me, it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to teach you a lesson. Let's talk to Tammy again. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for, well, your whole life. Back on the ship. I'm going to say I used to play with her a lot. Tammy had the best doll collection. After her mom died, no. Her dad used all his nanoprinter creds to print her a different doll every month for a whole year. Her ears perk up when she sees you. Oh, hello, Popple, she says. Her voice is soft and dreamy, like a beam of starlight. Do you want to play dolls? Yeah, I do, kind of. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls. If anything, she has even more of them now. She takes you to her quarters and brings out the entire Spacey Stacy doll collection, a disturbingly realistic baby with the real bowel movements and 2 super fancy posable dolls named Lily and Tilly, who can be programmed to move on their own. Tammy isn't very good at the programming, so Lily and Tilly just roll around awkwardly when you turn them on. You cover quickly by saying they must be breakdancing at a club. The 2 of you spend the afternoon making up stories of their rise to stardom as professional dancers. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Tammy, you're so freaking cute. I need you to stop being so cute. You get dreams. Oh, I've been gone too long after. Oh, okay. I understand. I love you, baby. I'll see you soon. Bye. She's got such beautiful big ears. My feels. I know. She's so cute. And you know, the thing about this game is I know terrible things are going to happen to some of these kids. And I'm really upset. Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it up in the air. Heads up, she shouts, bumps the ball in your direction. Think fast. Look out, a ball is flying towards you. You flinch and jump out of the sports ball's way as it careens past your head. Whoa, that was close. Anemone doubles over laughing. Nice save, Popple, she giggles, jogging over to pick up the ball. Not. Want me to show you how to do it? No, I don't like sports ball. What? She exclaims, looking shocked. No way, there's nothing funner. How can you not like fun? Because your version of fun is not that fun. She's got star freckles. She's got star freckles. That's adorable. They're like little space. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What a good design. Anemone sticks her tongue through the gap in her teeth. Well, you should come play sports ball with us anyway, she says. You could play goalie. It's easy. But balls will fly at your head a lot. So we unlock sports ball. We're not going to play sports ball, though. I like that it's just called sports ball. So, like, me doing the dumb thing of calling sports ball is just, like, accurate. I'm not being, like, a dick to sports. I'm just doing what this game told me to. Sports ball never was a dumb thing. Some people think it's very dumb. I kind of like it because that's how much I care about fucking sports balls. But I know some people are like, oh, it's fucking lazy and derivative and it's so played out. Shut up. All right. We are not tough or organized enough to deliver supplies, so let's get the frick out. Let's see who's hanging out in here. So we can relax. What does that do for us? That gets rid of a lot of stress. It gets rid of all of our stress and makes us a little more friendly with Tammy, and it lets you forget. That's kind of nice. We're not going to do that because we've got a little more stress before we're too stressed. So I think if we're going to play optimally, let's do a little bit more. We were just ahead of our time. I'm going to be right back. I got to pee really badly. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I'm back. Is the game okay? All right, there it goes. Oh man, yeah, everybody freaking dancing. Those are all jams. Those are all freaking jams. All right, so we get 15 stress from life sciences. I think we're going to continue to study life sciences. So if we've got 63, that's going to put us at 78 stress. That's pretty high, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, just making sure I had the game audio back on. I forgot last time. Hashtag eat the rich. Hell yeah. Make them good for something. But won't they taste spoiled? Wow. Let's study life science. You learn about Vertumnan geology by comparing various rock samples from Earth to ones for Vertumna, placing them on the Mohs hardness scale. The Earth samples are so weird and gray compared to the pinks, purples, yellows, and teals collected by the surveyors. Earth must have been a dull place. Okay, awesome. Nothing crazy going on here. Oh man, we can just... Oh no, are we going to fail? Maybe. Let's put in that. Cal is going to help us out. If we put this and this together, that gives us a little bit. That goes there. That goes there. Does this do anything for us if we move these guys around? That's a 13. Oh, okay, because this is a... Does this count as a flush? Yeah, okay. Because it goes 0, 1, 2. So because there's 3 cards involved, it's better. Okay. So that gives me a 13. This gave me a 12. So this should give me the kudos. This should give me what I want. So we're getting a point for 2 colors next to each other, 2 numbers next to each other, and then +3 for that. And you know what? We gave ourselves a good cry. We remember the giggling. We're calm. We're like to discover things. We got frickin' Cal helping us out. All right. Let's win. You worked well this month, +1 in biology. Oh, and we got the kudos from the best score. Hell yeah. All right, we're getting a little stressed. So we got biology, reasoning, stress. Ooh, nice. We do gain stress a little less slowly, thanks to our personal talent. And Tangent is doing well. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they say it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howell walked away, his hash browns safe for today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. Oh, no. Oh, who's this? That looks like Tammy. Is this old Tammy? Are we getting a glimpse into the future of old Tammy? At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Oh, those are words you don't want to hear next to each other. The colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces, when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. Remember to separate your colonists. You know, you gotta... If they've got robotics, they can't go into the same recycler as the organics. It just complicates the recycler. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? At any time you try to tell someone they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to medbay, you eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? I don't want to worry people. Secret powers are fun. I don't want to worry people. Your parents have so much on their minds already. You have a feeling that something is happening at Geoponics, and they don't want to know. You don't understand it. But when they come home at night, they look really sad. You don't want to make that worse, do you, small child? You don't want to worry your parents, do you, child? If you'll just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble, it'll be easier for everyone, yourself included. Perhaps. All right, late quiet. All right. I think we're going to relax this month. We're getting a little stressed. What's up, Tangent? Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howe wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the Colony Holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Plants? Tried looking outside? I hope you find your catalog. You launch your own holopalm and start searching the colony's Holonet archives for a list of autumnal plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistics on the expedition's net. An enemy passes by and pulls a face at the two of you. Hey, hollow nerd, she shouts, school's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. Tange just rolls her eyes. Big agree. I'm not tough enough to train with her. That's unfortunate. An enemy runs up to you. Hi, Popo, she huffs, catching her breath. She grins. On the ship, adults are always saying, no running. An enemy. No running. But outside there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction. Even more after the robo-plows clear the land for farms. We ignore the transphobes. Oh, is this, Rhett, maybe? Oh, is this Tammy's dad? Oh, I like him a lot. I'm going to get some water. 1 second. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blocks your way with a smile. I'm afraid expedition is off limits for now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squads when you're older. I'm tough enough. I'm not tough enough. I'm brave enough. I'm not brave enough. There's a map? Ooh, interesting. An info window pops up on your holopalm. When you get closer, what do you want to know? Let's learn about the areas. Let's do some friggin' world building. The prosaic plains. Sorry, someone got caught there. The prosaic plains lie far to the north of the colony, where the higher elevation and natural tilt of the planet makes bromidic snow fall more regularly in every season. Though prone to sudden storm flurries, the plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. So that's up here. Let's take a look at the Valley of Vertigo. The Valley of Vertigo is a low-lying trench to the east that's dense with pollen-producing trees. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plant and animal product, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertumna. There are a number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. Oh, man. If we get good at animals, we can, like, domesticate some of those guys. We can be friends with them. Oh, my gosh. New goal unlocked. The Western Ridge. This tongue-twisting region is the broken spine of the planet, home to both dizzying heights and abyssal lows. It's always hot and arid here no matter the season. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous and only to be done by those with sufficient glider training. However, there are some interesting ruins. The subaqueous swamp to the south is a vast boggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. Okay, then we're not going to do it. Ooh, a bestiary? A float cow? Xenolevis bovidae? Bovine, so coming from the word for cow, for cattle. Xeno, meaning different. levis probably means to float, so the Genolevis species might mean like literally meaning like other floater cow, like other floating cow. These cucumber-looking creatures are actually lighter than air due to large helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Dorsal means back, ventral means front. Doing a little root words today. Careful balancing of helium and urine allows them to control their elevation. Interesting. Oh, what a weird, disgusting, beautiful function. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young that is also nutritious. It's I believe. I think that's true. Maybe I'm getting all mixed up. I believe dorsal means back, and ventral means front. And then top and bottom is like. Oh gosh, it just zoomed into my head and left. Top and bottom is anterior and posterior, I believe, because like a dorsal fin is, the fin on the back. Yeah, and then anterior means like the top. Yeah. Okay, it's coming back to me, I think. I've been out of college for a while. I've been out of school for a while. Happy to help, Ellie. I hope what I say is actually correct. What's a hop eye? Xenophilus. So I'm going to guess some kind of cat. Monopodus, that means 1 foot. So strange cat, 1 foot. A communal creature with 2 disparate sets of eyes and 1 strong foot used for both locomotion and defense. Though harmless, these small warriors can be fierce in groups. Cool. Manticore, Xenophilus, so again, Xenocat. So the Manticore and the hop eye are fairly closely related if they are sharing the same. I'm going to assume they're saying that these are genus species names. If they are, then if this is the species name, that should be lowercased. But I don't know. Highly Xenophilus tyrannus, so again, strange cat. Tyrannus, tyrant. Highly intelligent and predatory. Their plumage changes according to seasons. Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Do not approach. Cool. Can't wait to have one of them kill my best friend. That's got to be Tammy's dad. So cute. Let's see. What's up with my parents? Oh, no. Animals needs... I can almost help Dad. Dad, I want to help my dad. Oh, I'm halfway to being able to help my dad. Your dad takes a big breath of air. Ah, this is real living, he says grandly. Sometimes I wake up thinking we're still hurtling through space on the Strato, and I'm just so jazzed when I remember we're here on a real planet. He slaps you on the back. Never take it for granted, kiddo. This is real living, is what I say every single time I boot up Stardew Valley. What's up, Mom? Your mom is hard at work, breaking ground for the new fields as the colony's chief cultivator. She's been preparing for this for as long as you can remember. Hey, Popo, she says, leaning hard on her tiller and mopping her brow. You need me for something? If you're not going to class, I can always put you to work. I'm good. Let's talk to our friend. We haven't talked to Cal yet. You're almost useful to your father. That's too real. That's too real. What's up, Cal? Best friend Cal. Cal is riding around the geoponics garden on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Popo. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside. We all have to adapt. Yeah, we have to adapt. I think he'd like that, where it's not like... I'm not saying that he sucks. I'm saying, like... Yeah, we're all learning here. Yeah, Cal exclaims. Things are actually way, way better planet-side. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. Cool, can I try? A what now? Like, it's all around, and the sides go up. Cal gestures to the bowl, so you can do hover tricks. He jumps on his board and shows you how it's done. I'm just going to watch my friend. That's what I would do in real life. Oh, nice. Some little bit less stress. That's actually pretty freaking clutch. You spend a lazy hour watching Cal ride around the bowl, trying to do tricks and sometimes even landing them. Mostly he falls off, but he's right back on a moment later. The air is so fresh and nice out here, and it's weird experiencing temperature. You start to get a little chilly as the first sun goes down and the slightly cooler, more blue sun rises. Cal, of course, doesn't notice at all. What a nice moment with a friend. Isn't that sweet? A moment with someone you like. What up, Mars? Hey, Popo, Mars says, looking you up and down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around in the dirt out there. She sniffs. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave over all that icky mud. You wonder if maybe she's scared of more than just getting dirty. Oh, some secret insecurities, perhaps. We are not persuasive enough to tell her about our day. All right, bye. What's up, Tammy? Tammy has barely left the safety of the ship's quarters and lounge since you landed. She's looking fearfully out from the doorway. I'm afraid of outside, she admits plainly with no trace of shame. My dad says I need to take baby steps and that it's okay if I approach new things at my own pace. Oh, we can perform a random act of kindness because our empathy's so high. Yeah, why wouldn't I want to do that? You start simple. You give Tammy an enormous hug, sharing the love. So we're more friendly with Tammy, we get another empathy, and we get a new card. Sharing is caring. +1 to a yellow card nearby, to the right. Tammy gets a lot of hugs, but you make sure this one feels special. She hugs you back, wiggling back and forth happily. She's surprisingly strong. Oh my gosh. Oh man. If Tammy dies, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. If something terrible happens to Tammy, I'm going to make sure that something terrible happens to the entire world. She will be avenged 100-fold. Wait, yeah, a good wiggle hug is good. I like a good wiggle hug. They're fun. Thanks, Popo, she says breathlessly as you squeeze the wind out of her a little. I really, really needed that. Oh, gosh. Oh, fuck. Oh, my gosh. Oh, before you go, she adds and produces a box with a slice of cake in it from the folds of her skirt. Do you want this cake? They're so fun to make, but I need someone to help me eat them. I'll make you another one on your birthday if you like, and we can trade hugs for cakes again. Oh my gosh. We've failed as a society because our bartering system isn't based off of hugs and cake. Like, I like giving hugs. My wife hates giving hugs. I'm okay with hugs if the other person wants a hug and, I'm in a good mood. But honestly, freaking, if I'm getting paid for my hugs with flippin' cake, let it be known. I'll be a hugging machine. Get in frickin' line and have your cakes ready. Yeah, any society that's based off of hugs and cake, I'm into what Tammy's putting down here. Thank you, Cara. Confirmation. If I ever meet you, Ellie, I'll give you a hug if you want to. Just like the one I gave sweet Tammy. Let's talk to Tangent. Want to study together. Can't. We aren't smart enough. I think we've talked to everybody. Let's just check the buildings. One day we'll have a massive group hug. That's right. All we'll need is one of us to die, and we'll all go together to go to the funeral, and that'll be everybody's first hug, sans the dead person. That's how I see this happening. I think we're going to relax. We've got pretty high stress. And we get to hang out with Tammy some more. I kind of like that. It's nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress of school and work, not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing. So we can hang out with Mars and Dis. I don't like Dis. Join Cal and Tammy. I like that. Sit alone in the holopad. Hooked on your holopad. We can just be little gamers. I'm going to join Cal and Tammy. You know, we're friends. I think good things will happen if we continue to be friends with them. Cal is braiding Tammy's long hair and weaving in strands of little colored baubles. That's adorable. Cal, stop. This one's called a waterfall braid, I think. He says, I saw it in an archive vid, but it's really tricky. That's so cute. He's doing a terrible job of it. His short, clumsy fingers getting all tangled in the strands. The fact that he's trying is great. I'll do Cal's hair. Yeah, hell yeah. We're not persuasive enough. We're not creative enough to do it ourselves. There's a card. There's an ability card for braiding Tammy's hair. Oh, fuck. Why aren't I creative? I'll do Cal's hair. And he's going to let us? Oh my gosh, what a frickin' bro. You sit behind him as he sits behind her, like a mini conga line. You braid some short strands of Cal's hair, putting one of the little baubles at the end of each one. He finishes Tammy's hair. It's almost recognizable as a waterfall braid, then touches his own braids and giggles. Now we'll do yours, they shout in unison. You jokingly try to escape, but Cal sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful braid. It is indeed... Oh, I took a braiding class. It is indeed more complicated than it seems. I've seen people do it, and it makes sense in my head, like visually. It's like, yeah, you just do the thing. But my hands are incapable. You took the month off. Oh, we can forget something. So if you have a bad deck, like if you have a card that you don't want, you can get rid of it. Like when tragedy will inevitably occur, we can forget about it. That's really nice. We're going to keep those. Those are all useful. Negative stress is freaking great. Next month, the early pollen. Oh, that's nice. All right. This pink color. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Pink's one of my favorite colors. It's so sweet. And this music is pretty good. What's up, Tange? Tangent looks up to the sky and shades her eyes. It's too bright, she complains, and it's too hot. And the nights are cold. Living on the stratospheric meant we never had to experience discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship? Probably because we're using all the resources to, I don't know, survive. I love that her braid's a double helix. What a freaking dope detail. We ignored this. Are you practicing Vertumnalia? Anemone says as soon as you approach. There's going to be a festival in dust season, and they're having a bot wrestling contest. I'm going to complete. She's not going to complete. She's going to compete. Very big changes to what that means. Let's talk to Mom and Dad. Oh, I'm going to help. I'm going to help you with animals. You spot your dad catching a break inside Geoponics domes. He takes a huge glug from his canteen, then upends the rest of his face. Ooh, he exclaims, wish I could take my eyes out of my head, wash them off, and pop them back in. He laughs at the look on your face. Too gross? Too gross. Sorry, kiddo. This pollen is just so itchy. If my dad loses his eyes, if this is a foreshadowing, I'm also going to lose it. Mom was hard at work. All right, nothing new there. Let's talk to our friends. Cal is crouched beside a big puddle, staring into his reflection. It's just so amazing, don't you think? On the Strato, we could only have very short showers, and we had to reuse the same water over and over, he continues. But here, water just falls out of the sky and then lies around in puddles, lakes even. It's a whole thing. A happily watering bot trundles by. We don't have enough biology facts. How close are we? Pretty close. Okay, we're getting more knowledgeable about biology. Tammy's dad is the head of expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like when he goes out there, she sniffs after he's gone, but he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you, Popol. What is this? Is that a thing? You find a hefty red Xeno egg. Can I give that to my dad? Dad. Dad. Okay. Never mind. Memories, friends, systems, character traits. Okay, that just takes that away. Ooh, clear-minded. You've got no stress or worries. 10% chance to get a bonus +1 when increasing skills. Ooh, cool. So because we're not stressed, our bonuses are going to be better. Nice. Hey, Popo, Mars shouts, looking you up and down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get. I found something you might like. I don't think she'd like a Xeno egg. Would she like the cake? I mean, probably. Let's go see if we can tell somebody about this. Anything new on the notice board? We're still low on food, and safety is still an issue. Please wear your masks when out of doors during pollen season. Ambient particulate may trigger runny nose, watery eyes, and a mild cough. Okay, no differences, no changes. Okay. Let's go. Maybe our biology teacher knows what's up. All right, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to the transphobe. We're gonna see if I don't know, maybe he can be cool. Dis is sitting on the ground just outside the gate, under the watchful eye of someone working at expeditions. We're just as stuck here as we are on the ship, he mumbles, but he doesn't say anything else after that. I'm not going to give you that. I dare you to eat this worm. Becoming a carnivore? Whoa. Interesting. All right, let's go study together. Life sciences. Yeah, let's go. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Oh, awesome. Professor Howe brings up a picture of a hopeye on the holo projector and asks who can tell me what special thing hopeyes do when they see a predator. Tange's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a hopeye. That's true, but not what I was getting at. Tange stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. All scans the class. Anyone else? Do they thump their feet? Oh, because we have animal knowledge. We know this. Interesting. Ooh, okay, let's do that, because it seems like harder to get. You go with your gut and make a guess based on what you know about the behavior of communal animals. That's right, House Mouse. Popol sounds like he might have bet one before. Tange gives you an appraising look. Maybe she didn't expect this from you. So a little more friendship with her, and we got a new memory called the Gut Feeling, which is a 2 card that that boosts the card next to it to a 3. Interesting. Cool. Looking for more difficulty, this harder card challenge option will keep you on your toes. Want to focus on the story? This will replace future minigames with a quick coin flip based on your age and skills. You can change either time. I like the cards. The cards are really fun. It drives me crazy in games when teachers ask a question about something they haven't taught us yet. I think it's okay, because it was just a stats check. In real life, yeah, it's definitely not always great. Unless like you're not looking for right answers, you're looking for just critical thinking, and just like people talking to each other, and just like boosting what's the term? Like just boosting discussion and like teamwork. Okay, so we're going to keep card challenges on. What's this? Oh, so I can use this to change something to a muscle. Okay, so let's put that there. And then do this. This goes here. So this is, what's this do? Gems matter for other cards. Okay. And then, oh, that's a shame we don't have another one of those. We put that there. And that there. All right, we made it. Is that our best bet, though? Let's see. We don't get a motivation for most teacher NPCs. That's true. 3 of a kind. If I turn this... I mean, I don't think we need to boost our goal. Like, we've already made it. Like, this is good if we're about to fail. Because we could take this and turn, like, that into a red, and it would be a lot stronger. But I think... I mean, we got it. We won. So, let's not overthink it, yeah? Let's get... We are biology, boys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder if there's a way I can boost my animal knowledge. I'd like more. I'd assume you just kind of get it randomly through working in biology and life sciences, but I'd like more. You wake from an afternoon nap. You squint into the pink-tinged light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across your nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Popple, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. I wanted to open the windows. You rub your eyes blearily. Ugh, you were having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Sedent is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the creche first. Then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Tammy skips off towards the creche, humming to herself. Let's go get some free candy. I like her design. She seems very warm and comforting. In the cafeteria, Auntie Sedent is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy, fluffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Popple, she says, handing you a wand with some candy spun around the end. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. I actually don't like cotton candy all that much. It's okay. It's never been my favorite thing. It's too easy to eat that I know that I'll just eat too much of it. But it is fun to eat, and it's fun and tastes good. But like, I don't know. I'm being too much of an adult about this. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not at all like the soy sweets that the kitchen nanoprinter can make. It melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on the tongue. You wait until everyone is gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hands. It's wilted a little from the humidity, but it's kind of like her hair, you think. Pale, pink, and so soft. You keep some to give her to her. Where's Tammy? You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had to run off on some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing a holo game together. Yeah, oh, this is a dad right here. When you're just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what's happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits. I'm anxious. She sits down and takes your hand, holding it between her 2 strong, dirt-creased ones. Popple, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. No. Her mouth quivers. No, Tammy's fucking dead. Fuck. What did I say? I said whatever happens to Tammy happens to the universe. The universe is about to get fucked. Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on her next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your friend Tam... I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad. I'm sad. I'm conflicted. I'm upset, frankly. I'm stressed the fuck out. You try to understand her words. Tammy dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. I was so excited to give it to her. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. You stare at it, your mind blank. What happened? Your mom tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. You press her for more, for an explanation. A little girl was dead. Someone you'd grown up with, someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Remember when we were fucking eating cotton candy? Remember how cool that was? Sometimes your mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. You aren't used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble, okay, then get changed and crawl into bed a full hour before your bedtime. You try to fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours. You eventually drift off to fitful dreams of that small, sticky, red lump of cotton candy. Oh, God. Come on. This is still stream number 1. 2 hours. We've made it 2 hours. And the character I loved is dead. What an excellent game. Good thing I'm home now so I can cry appropriately. Ugh, indeed. Okay, who's my no friend? Is it Cal? Is it Tange? What's up, Tange? Tange is pacing around in front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened, she says. Tammy's... What? What happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been possible. Thank you. Someone else is outraged. Okay. Okay, we can vent. 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 There was no reason for that hollow projector to break. Professor Howell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong before. It was just... She gestures angrily. Just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her. So why? How? It doesn't add up. Sorry, Popple. I want to think about this some more. I hate when I can't find the answer. Oh my gosh. Did we get like a... Is there like a memory of her death or something? We've got the memory of cotton candy. Oh, interesting. Okay, I accidentally clicked into a tutorial. You'll keep adding to your deck as you age, and you can forget cards by spending time relaxing. You have a limited number of gear slots based on your organization and other skills. Oh. Collectibles that you find while exploring may be given as gifts to friends or used during challenges. All right. What do you guys all say? Anemone is chucking rocks at the strato, sending metallic clangs ringing through the colony. And now, yeah, never can have cotton candy and feel good about it ever again. It's been tainted. Stupid planet, she yells. Stupid crash, stupid spaceship. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hands on her knees. Stupid everything. Why'd she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to... I'm kind of losing it. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of losing it. Like, obviously, it's Tammy's dead. But watching kids deal with another kid's death is kind of breaking me. Can you believe Tammy died? Dis asks morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instance tell somebody about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shocked by a broken hollow projector. The one in the creche with the dancing teddy bear. You remember. When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room. He makes a sailing motion with his hand, and bam, she was dead before she even landed. Oh, God. Fuck. Hi, welcome back, Griff. Tammy is dead. She got electrocuted by a broken hollow projector. Dis just gave us some more information about it. Apparently it was quick, but we were supposed to meet up and get some candy together, some cotton candy, and she didn't make it, and I saved her some, and then we got home, and our mom told us that Tammy died, and then the cotton candy was ruined physically and, like, on a metaphysical level. Cotton candy is ruined for us. It fucking sucks. I'm really upset. Yeah. Wow, really? I know he's not trying to be morbid right now. I know he's like I'm not going to be mean to another kid who's clearly struggling. Dis suddenly looks embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she's gone. She was nice. He tugs at the sleeves of his oversized jacket, but that's kind of a cool way to die. He's coping. All right. Okay, Cal's like best friends with Tammy. This is going to be really bad. Cal is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably all of yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the creche, Tammy was always the mommy and Cal was the daddy. Even though you were just little kids, you kind of always giggled about how obviously they were going to be together forever, like a princess and a knight. Are you okay? I'm just gonna, like, this isn't, he wants to feel like he's together with somebody, yeah? Like, are you okay isn't gonna help. Just knowing that, other people care about Tammy. Me too, he sniffs, looking up at you. You can see how puffy and red his eyes are. Me really, really too. Tammy always liked these flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes I pick some for her. He runs his hand over the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink. Just stares at the flowers as the tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space. Oh, God. Frickin'. All right, Dad, please. Dad. Your dad gives you a hug. Sorry you're feeling blue, Pawpaw, he says. Things will start to look up again soon. Mom? Mom? Your mom pats your shoulder encouragingly. I'm so sorry, Pawpaw. Okay, Mars, what do you have to say? Mars is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice as you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to sit down the hill there, in that spot, in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun, doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill to the spot near the entrance to the quarters. You can imagine her there, working on some little craft project, humming to herself. I miss her too. And now she's dead, Mars says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all the people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You've never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before, but of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Therapy, grief journal. Please help these kids, Cara. Mars clicks her tongue. Oh yeah, Administrator Seek is looking for you. I guess they need someone to do delivery jobs. She waves vaguely at the door behind her, distracted by her thoughts. Mars fiddles with her bracelet. Chunky, misshapen blue beads tied together with string. It looks like something Tammy could have made before. Well, before. Mars doesn't want to talk. Okay, well, let's go meet Administrator Seek. I still can't do that. Anything? Can we get like a frickin' wake for our dear friend, please? Nope. Okay. You know what? Let's go study. Oh, wait, let's go talk to her dad. Let's go be good kids and talk to the dad. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Popple. Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks your path. He looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young, and and so precious. So fragile. Please stay near the ship. Oh my gosh, this poor guy. Oh, he's like a big cuddly sheep. I love him. Fun fact, it hasn't been studied enough, but there have been studies that suggest playing Tetris shortly, like within 6 hours of a traumatic event, can reduce the biological trauma that occurs. It gives similar effects as EMDR therapy. Keep Tetris installed on your phone? Question mark? Yeah, what's EMDR therapy? I'm not you're in your wheelhouse now. I need you to teach us. Oh, I forgot I can do stuff at the barracks. Oh, I can just play sports ball. I'm upset. I'm not playing fucking sports ball. Okay. I can't. Oh, there's engineering classes, but I'm not reasonable enough. I'm almost reasonable enough. I'm going to throw myself into my studies. This might be the last thing we do. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing is a psychotherapy method that helps people heal from trauma and other distressing life experiences. EMDR therapy uses eye movements or other forms of stimulation to activate the brain's natural healing process. Sorry, I saw your other thing, your other comment. Got distracted. Reduce the emotional impact of negative memories. EMDR therapy is proven to be effective for treating PTSD, anxiety, depression, panic disorders. Huh. Okay, I need to. That's why I game so much. That's because it's my anxiety relief. Copy and paste it. Yeah, I had a feeling you typed a lot of very big, complicated things very quickly. Just know the baby. Yeah, baby L. Hell yeah. All right. Goal 13. I don't know if we can do this. And we can't push through because we're going to stress ourselves to death. Do this. We do this. Can we do this? Oh, buddy. We haven't lost it. Yep, okay. First words. Oh, okay, I understand. So when we relaxed, we could have gotten rid of this 0 card. Okay, so just like another deck builders, like there is reason to, like, cut the deck a little bit. Okay, cool. I forgot that was an option. I probably should have done that. I think this was in there. First words. Okay, 1. So those 2 are next to each other for 2 of a kind, and then we get a straight. And then I got a +2 from this. Okay. Let's win. Woo. Oh, that wasn't the best. No, it wasn't the best we could have done. Shit. The colony is going to hold a funeral. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip it and take the month off instead, or you could get back to work. No, I'm gonna go. The colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times the colonists had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Vertumna, and the first time for someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organic recycler has been polished and a wreath of yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside you can see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents and antecedent and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his mom and her partners. Partners? Whoa. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Already crying in their arms. Oh, and her partners. No, wait, that's a plural. That's not an apostrophe. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Governor Udicott stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today. She begins solemnly. There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues, one of the first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Vertumna home. Ah, gosh. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself. A painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community we are capable of great strength. Udicott closes the door to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin sob over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work. As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. 1 second, puppy. Their ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Oh my gosh. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. That's depressing but beautiful. Your dad accompanies you out of the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay, he says, clasping his warm hand on your shoulder. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone's going to understand. No. We're going to go back to school. Tammy would want us to persevere. Tammy would want us to keep studying. And, if we keep learning about biology and animals and stuff, we can work in that greenhouse. We can work with her, what's remained of her, and, carry on her life, her chemicals, her atoms, her molecules, and turn it into something beautiful, something... She's not gone. We're going back to school. You feel better having just said goodbye. Tammy was your friend, but you feel like the best way to deal with losing her is to throw yourself into your school and work. Okay. Late pollen. All right. We're not even teenagers yet. And terrible shit is happening all over. All right, I think we'll stop here. I got to, get ready to go get Dor. There's a dog that wants to go out. But this game's great. I know it doesn't seem like it, but the game is really good. I think I said that I wanted to feel things, and, we're fucking feeling. Here we are, feeling all over the place. Either way, I love you guys so much. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Let me see if there's anybody to raid. Let's see. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. Do you know anybody that needs a raid? I don't want to raid anybody who's playing this because, I don't want to spoil us. But if you know anybody, thanks for the stream and the trauma. Happy to share. We're just trauma bonding together. You have someone? Awesome. The Endless Shadows. He's working on affiliate. Ooh, okay, awesome. The Endless Shadows. The Endless... I don't know what they're playing, but let's go ahead and say hi. All right, guys. There. Oh, them. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Ask them about their birch beer. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go ahead and raid. I love you guys, and I'll see you later for more freaking trauma.